You're all welcome again to this next segment of the presentation, which has to do with how to get started with the Ultima DeFi system. Now, DeFi here simply represents decentralized finance. That's also a technique in which you get to acquire cryptocurrencies, or a cryptocurrency company gets to issue out, its cryptocurrencies from a decentralized, system. Okay, I've done extensive explanations on how you can possibly make use of the Ultima token. I've equally made extensive explanations on the various strategies that the company has put in place to be able to push the value of the Ultima token to hit higher heights. In fact, unimaginable heights, especially through the putting in place in the real world economy products, services, and the programs. One of those major programs is the car program. We have many other programs that are still in development that the company too will still be putting at the disposal of the community that will attract a lot of demand, or that will attract many people to join the community of this company. And remember, this company, from projection that have been made, shows that once the company is able to register about 100 million users, then the likelihood that the coin is going to move to a value as high as 100,000 are very, very evident. So it therefore means that the prospect of this coin getting to go as far as $100,000 and above, those prospects are extremely very, very, very high. Very, very high. That is judging by the strategies that the company is putting in place. So the company has invested a lot, in the ecosystem that is built around this particular Ultima token, from those various products, services, and the programs, which I mentioned in the previous recordings. Now, the major question is, how do you get to earn fractions of Ultima tokens from this company every blessed day without necessarily going to the exchange to go and purchase the Ultima tokens to become a trader? Because it's not everybody who has expert knowledge in trading. If you are such a person, you don't know how to do the trading, how else can you possibly get these Ultima tokens without going to the exchange? That's exactly the part that I'm going to share in this section. So, like I said, the company has actually put at the disposal of everybody out there a certain technology. All you need to do is you just purchase one of these technologies. As a matter of fact, there are two main types. There's one of those technologies which is virtually free. It's free for everybody. You can make use of that free product, which will permit you to be getting fractions of these Ultima tokens every day. Just like you can go with the other products which are on sale, which you need to purchase. So you have two main categories of products or technology, if you want me to put it that way. There is one category which is free. Means that for those who say they don't have money, because the company is actually considering everybody, those who have money and those who don't have money. So if you find yourself in the category of people who don't have money, even a dime, you want to get fractions of these Ultima tokens without spending a dime, there's a possibility I'm going to show you that product. Now, for those who have money and they really want to have so many fractions of these Ultima tokens, then there are products which you can possibly purchase that will give you a huge quantity in terms of fractions of these Ultima tokens, rapidly over a short space of time, than somebody who opts to go in for the free product. So it's as simple as that. Now, before I get to start showing these various products, these various product categories, let me first of all give you the basics. For someone who wants to get started, there are elementary things that you are expected to carry out or that you are expected to do. The very elementary ones, these are them here, meaning that the first thing you need to do is you need to create an account for yourself, a DeFi U account. That U there actually represents Ultima token, which means that this is a decentralized finance system which has at its center a cryptocurrency which is called the Ultima token. That's the meaning of DeFi U. So you need to create, there's a website which is called DeFi U. So you need to create a free account on that website using the referral link of the person who actually shared this video with you, or of the person who referred you to this business, or of the person who shared knowledge about this business with you, who is actually the person we commonly refer to as your upline or your potential upline. So you are supposed to make use of the person's referral link. You create this free account. Once that is done, then the next thing you need to do is go ahead and purchase what we call a booster split license. In fact, this is now talking about the category of products which need to be bought. Remember, I earlier said there are two categories of products, those which are free and those which you need to purchase. They're actually technologies in essence. So this one I'm actually showing for somebody who actually wants to purchase it. And of course, there are so many advantages with those who opt to purchase this particular product. That's why I want to talk about it first before going now to the other product, which is free for those who say they don't have money. Or even somebody who has money who eventually gets to purchase these products, the person can still go to the other product, which is free, and continues to make use of it in order to generate more fractions of Ultima token. It's also possible as well. So you have to go ahead and purchase what they call a booster split license. I just showed you one when I was doing analysis with the car program. So once you purchase the booster license, you need to also go ahead and purchase what we call the booster contract. But you are not actually obliged to purchase a booster contract. If you can, as much as purchase just the booster split license, then the booster split license alone can begin to fetch you, earnings, fractions of Ultima tokens every day, also for a period of 1 year only. Now, I'm going to be expatiating more on that also in a moment. So these are the steps you need to go through. Once you are able to create the account, which is free, you're able to get your booster license, you're able to get a booster contract. Once you are able to do all of this, then the final result, what will be coming out of that is daily rewards. You will just sit and relax, and every day you are collecting rewards. Now, to get into details about all of this, how to get started, because I just talked about you getting to purchase what? A package. And a package is a combination of a license and a contract. Now we can decide to name the product a booster product, which contains a booster split license and a booster split contract. Now, what are these products, or rather these packages? Because for you to actually get to belong, you need to pass through what we call an entry-level package. This is for somebody who wants to buy this technology. These packages are actually representing different categories of the technologies which you can actually purchase, and then you use them to create a permanent source of income for yourself, which will be producing for you every day fractions of the Ultima tokens, like I earlier explained. Now, how do these packages look like? Very simple. From the smallest one to the biggest one. Now, I'm going to begin from this one. The smallest package. The smallest package in this category is called Little. As a matter of fact, this package is meant only for networkers. If you are not a networker, please don't go in for this package. Because if you are not a networker and you go in for this package, trust me, you will be more than disappointed. Because this package will not give you something substantial. What you actually be expecting, what you have at the back of your mind as expectations, you will be so surprised that you will never, in fact, those expectations will never be met. So this smallest package, because there are people who always want to say, no, let me begin with this small one. The small one will definitely give you returns which are very small. This small package is not meant for people who want to invest in this business. This small one is meant for people who want to be networkers, who want to be sharing knowledge about this business with others. Because those who actually spend time doing that, they get rewarded with certain bonuses, which I'm also going to be talking about also in a moment. So now, for the sake of understanding, I will just do analysis on this particular package. If you understand the analysis I'm going to do here, apply the same analysis on every other package. Besides, the difference between any two packages here has to do with the cost, not just the cost of the package, but also in terms of what we call booster splits, the quantity of booster splits that you're going to get. Now, before we start getting into those details, let's begin from the very basics. This is the package which is called Little. This Little is made up of two parts, which I earlier mentioned. Now, you have what we call the license, which you have to purchase, and you have what we call the contract also. So there are two things you need to purchase. So right here, this license has what we call a booster limit. Means that once you purchase a license, it is the license that tells you the maximum quantity or number of contracts that you can ever get to purchase. So the license simply specifies the maximum number of contracts that you can get to purchase under the license in question. So here, the cost of this license is 110 euros. Then to purchase the contract, this contract is going to cost also 110 euros. So if you add these two, that's the price of the license, the cost of the license, and the cost of the contract, it gives you a total of 220 euros. So anybody who wants to go in for this particular package should preview a minimum of 220 euros. As a matter of fact, you cannot even purchase this package using euros. Now, when they put 220 euros here, it's simply telling you that you have to go to the market and look for Ultima tokens equivalent to 220 euros before you can purchase this particular package. That's purchasing a license using Ultima tokens worth 110 euros. Same thing to with the contract. That's exactly what it means. Now, the moment you get done purchasing this particular license, like I said earlier, the word purchase here does not have the same interpretation as somebody who is buying something, exchanging his money against a product or a service. No. The purchase here simply means you are going to freeze those Ultima tokens corresponding to this license. You will freeze that particular quantity of Ultima tokens against this license, and the system will interpret it as you having bought the license. Now, once that is done, from that particular day, every 24 hours, you will be receiving daily rewards in terms of other fractions of Ultima tokens, simply because you have purchased this license by doing what? By freezing Ultima tokens corresponding to 110 euros. So every passing day, in fact, every 24 hours, let me say 24 hours because not really, when I say every passing day, somebody will be considering it like measuring the day from morning till evening. No, it is in terms of 24, it is 24 hourly, 24 hours, intervals. So it means that if you purchase, for instance, your package now at this time, so you only receive your benefits at the same time, maybe the next day, and so on. So it's not really a measure of, the morning period to the night period and so on. So it's as simple as that. So once you purchase a license, by freezing Ultima tokens, then you'll be receiving daily rewards in terms of, Ultima token fractions for a period of what? 1 year, just 1 year. This one is not 3 years. So it is the car program that runs for 3 years. But with this one, which is just a simple entry-level package, this one does not concern the car. So these packages, you don't purchase any of them and gives you the car. The real packages that will give you the car, we are yet to have those one because the car program has not gone operational yet. It's from the month of February, that's after halving, that will now be given more details on the kind of packages that are involved with that car program. But for now, any of these entry-level packages that you purchase is solely because you want to be getting what? Fractions of Ultima tokens daily. So once you are done purchasing the license, like I said, it starts producing fractions of Ultima tokens for you every day. Then, if you go as far as purchasing the contract also, by freezing Ultima tokens worth 110 euros, the same thing is going to happen. It means that these Ultima tokens you are frozen against this contract also will begin to produce their own fractions of Ultima tokens as daily reward for you for the next 1 year as well, meaning 12 months. Now, when that happens, it therefore means that one can safely conclude that you're actually receiving payments in Ultima tokens every day. So you are getting Ultima tokens every day by doing these purchases. Remember, getting to purchase this contract is an optional thing. Somebody might decide to purchase the license now. Maybe the person does not have another 110 euros to purchase the contract immediately. You can, whenever you decide to purchase it, that will be fine. But provided you don't get to purchase it after 1 year, the moment you purchase the license, the countdown begins from that particular day. Exactly 1 year later, it expires. But let's say during the last month for this license to expire, that's when you get to purchase this contract. This contract will also go ahead and serve you for the next 12 months. So the contract has to run for a cycle of 12 months. So it's as easy as that. So it means that you'll be getting fractions of Ultima token payment as reward every day from this license and from the contract. That's if you eventually get to purchase the two of them. Then there is an additional incentive that you get. There is something which is called booster split. Because you have purchased this contract, you are going to be given something extra again, which is called booster split. This booster split, you will withdraw them. Like I said, these booster splits are more or less like receipts that are giving you the right to participate in a certain liquidity pool somewhere, which is called a booster pool. Now you are going to withdraw this 0.04 or rather a booster split to your smart wallet. There's also a training. There's an extensive training which I've done on that. So do well to search for that recording and you watch it exactly how that takes place. So once you migrate, you withdraw this 0.04 booster split to your smart wallet. You get inside, you activate them. Once you activate those booster splits, they also will begin to produce for you daily fractions of Ultima tokens as reward. So it means that here, with this particular package, the license, freezing Ultima token against the license gives you rewards daily. Doing the same thing with the contract gives you rewards daily. Getting to withdraw this one and activating them in your smart wallet also gives you rewards daily. As if that is not enough, there is a fourth thing that you're going to get. So for purchasing all of this, the company or the system is going to give to you a certain quantity of what we call Battle Bulls game coins. So they are going to give you a certain quantity of free Battle Bull game coins. Now, some of you might not actually understand what this Battle Bull game coin is. It's actually a tap to earn Telegram based game. I'm going to be talking about also in a moment. That one is under the category of free products. That one is free for those who don't have money. So you can actually get to earn fractions of Ultima tokens by simply playing that game, which is called Battle Bulls. I'm going to be talking about in a moment. So if you have understood this explanation that I've made here, then apply the same thing to any other package. Now, what makes the difference between any two packages? It is the quantity of what? The quantity of booster splits that you get. For somebody who goes in for this one, you get just 0.04. Somebody who goes in for light, you get up to 0.08. Somebody who goes in for the air, you get to have, up to 0.2 booster splits given to you as an incentive because you're able to purchase this license and this contract. And then what also makes the difference is the cost of each of these packages. So it is a combination of the license and the contract that makes what we call a full package. And here is the total cost of the full package: 220 euros, 440 euros, 1,100 euros. Now, another precision that I would like to make is somebody might actually be interested in this package, which means that the person is supposed to spend 550 euros for the license and 550 euros for the contract. But right now, the person has money to purchase just the license for 550 euros. The person doesn't have 550 euros to purchase this contract. Maybe the person has just 110 euros available to purchase the contract, which means that the person is still having a deficit of about 440 euros to make up for this complete amount of 550 euros. And the person doesn't want to wait till he has this full amount before purchasing this. The person has the right to purchase, a contract which is equivalent to just 110 euros. After all, 110 euros is contained in this 550 euros. So the person can purchase a contract equivalent to 110 euros, which means if the person does that, then the person is going to get booster splits equivalent to just 0.04. That's what will be standing here. Means that the person will get just 0.04 here. So if he takes 0.2 minus 0.04 corresponding to this contract that the person has purchased for this amount, then that difference is what is left that the person still has the possibility to purchase other contracts to fill that particular gap. So that is to tell you that you are not condemned to purchase this contract integrally, like everything at once. You can be purchasing it gradually. So if you have maybe 110 euros, you can purchase a contract corresponding to 110 euros, which is of this size. Or if you have 220 euros, you can also purchase a contract corresponding to this size. After all, this particular capacity or this amount, all of these ones are still contained in them. So you can be purchasing the contracts gradually. And each time you purchase any of those contracts, it will serve you for a period of 1 full year. So each of those contracts that you purchase individually till you meet up with your full capacity is going to serve you for 12 months. So the essence of you having this 0.2 here, which is representing the booster split, is to tell you the maximum number of contracts that you can ever get to purchase. So having this size here, 0.2, shown by this license is telling you that even if you have to be buying these contracts individually and getting these different amounts in terms of booster splits, the maximum quantity of booster splits that you can ever get will never go above 0.2. That's the meaning of this booster split limit. So it's telling you the maximum number of, or the maximum amount of booster splits that you can ever get. And that maximum quantity is defined by the size of the license that you purchase. So all of that put together defines this total cost, which is 1,100 euros corresponding to this. And of course, this is 1,100 euros, which represents Ultima tokens equivalent to this. That's what that actually means. So apply this same analysis to any other package. It's as simple as that. These are other bigger packages. You can see with this one, this package has a booster split limit of up to 200. Imagine you have booster splits up to 200. Once you freeze them, they will begin to produce for you what? Ultima tokens every blessed day. That is actually something huge. This is still the same analysis. Now, all those booster splits, like I said earlier on, when you withdraw them, you have to go and freeze them inside your smart wallet. You freeze them in a section which is called the booster pool. Inside that booster pool, there are 5 Ultima tokens that are shared to everybody who is a member of that pool. So that booster pool, all those who have booster splits, they will have to go and send their booster splits their booster splits inside that particular pool by doing what? By freezing them inside their individual wallet. So once you freeze in your individual wallet, everything will be seen by the system as belonging to a certain pool, which is called the booster pool. Now, inside that booster pool, there are only 5 Ultima tokens that will be shared to all the booster splits that are inside. Which means that if you have a certain quantity of booster splits in your wallet, which are already a member of that particular booster pool, because you need to activate it. If you don't activate it, then you will just be having the booster splits, but they will not be fetching any benefits for you daily. So the moment you are done activating them by clicking on splitting or going through this splitting activation process, once you're done doing that, then you become an official participant of this booster